Hi everyone, welcome to Rascals Brewing Company in Inchicore. I'm Joe, I'm the marketing manager. Here is my esteemed colleague Cathal.
How are you guys?
Cathal is our head brewer. He's just after, listen, I'm going to have to cut that out now. I'm going to have to edit out you moving the table. Listen, what is this? Anyway, listen, we're here to taste and to tell you all about our two brand new beers. It's a dual release. We've got Bruce's Hazy New Zealand style IPA, and we've got Betty's dry hopped New Zealand style Helles lager. Let's start off. We're going to do a bit of tasting and a bit of talking, a bit of chatting and a bit of boozing. So you want to start off with Betty?
Start with Betty, yeah. So New Zealand lager. So what makes it New Zealand? For us, it's the hops. We use Pilsner malt, our in-house Helles yeast, and the name of the hops is called Betty. So there's Betty in the Whirlpool and there's some Betty in the dry hop.
So Helles is, unless I'm mistaken, and Cathal will correct me, of course, if I am mistaken, German-style lager, traditionally, like Pilsner or whatever, right? They're all German. Marzen is another one.
Yeah. So this
And,
is
and it's the yeast. That's the name of the yeast that gives it that style. That's why, you'll see Helles, I think, has become a lot more popular in Ireland recently. Or
I think lagers,
making
dinner
it-
lagers, craft lagers there's a bit of resurgence.
Yeah.
It was really IPA driven for ages, and people are kind of gone full circle back around to clean and crisp flavoured beers now.
And clean and crisp lager is definitely a way to describe Betty. So, on the nose, good expression. On the nose, I get a lot of fruit.
Gooseberry and lime
Yeah.
is what I get.
Now, gooseberry and lime, so that comes from the Betty hops. So those hops give you those particular flavour and aroma. More aroma than flavour, would you say?
I would say both.
Both.
You definitely get on the nose, but then when you sip it, it's like a really clean, crisp lager, and then kind of citrus and the gooseberry is what I get in.
When I was growing up, my grandmother, I remember, used to make gooseberry jam and gooseberry tarts and cakes, and I was like, this is horrible. Why would you do this to me? But you don't get that level. It's not a full gooseberry assault, right?
No. It's subtle. It's very
It's
like
subtle.
eating gooseberry would dry your mouth. It's like
Yeah.
bitter, but this is partly lime and gooseberry, nice subtle flavors, bit of citrus and fruity.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And again, with the lime, it's not particularly strong or anything.
It's not like you put a slice of lime into like a Corona. It's subtle. It's there in the background. It's quite refreshing.
It's really, really good, yeah. It's very crisp and clear. Low head retention there, Cathal. Low head retention.
That's the pour. There you go.
That's the pour. He's blaming me. I worked in bars for years. You know that I'm a fully
This is
qualified
what you need to
barman.
do. Like just swirl it around.
Oh, really?
Hold it
Maybe-
up to the light.
Oh, you hold it up to the light as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Now I hope you're all taking notes. There's an exam at the end of this. But look at that colour. It really, really, really looks absolutely gorgeous. It's very golden. I mean, it's like a golden ale. Would I be right in saying lagers
Yeah,
are
so
usually
the-
a lot paler?
The Helles lagers often have a bit more golden colours to them. So normally ales and stuff are boiled for an hour. Lagers are boiled for 90 minutes to drive off any kind of sulfur compounds. And during that boiling process, there's a lot of kind of caramelization of the wort itself. So you might get a slightly darker colour.
So it really that's how you get the tint. So
Yeah,
to
and
speak.
it can give
It's in
you-
that early stage of brewing.
Yeah, and it can give you a sweetness as well. It's beer.
I don't really get much sweetness there. I'm getting a bitterness which I enjoy. I don't really like mad bitter beers. I prefer beers that are a bit more balanced with sweetness. But I don't really. I like that. I like the bitterness in that.
Yeah, I think it's balanced, like you just said. So
Yeah.
it's like the sweetness then is backed up with the bitterness.
Yeah, it's 4.5%, so it's pretty grand. You can have a couple of cans. You don't have to worry too much about falling out your front window or waking up the neighbours. And the design is absolutely brilliant. That's Trina, who works with us. She is our designer, Trina O'Donoghue, Carl's sister. I might as well just say it. It's a family business, and she's absolutely class. So this is Bruce, your hazy New Zealand IPA. I'm a big fan of IPA styles, Cathal. Is it the most popular craft beer style?
Yeah, like IPAs.
IPAs.
are very popular, and the hazy ones are quite popular as well.
Yeah. What makes it hazy?
In this recipe, it's Marisol wheat and oats. So the wheat and oats give it more proteins in the beer, which give it the hazy properties. Also give you more mouthfeel, and then it's heavily dry hops with Bruce and Nelson Sauvignon.
Okay.
And all those things combined will give you a haze to the beer.
And it's darkish as well, or is that my pour? Are you going to blame my pouring skills again?
So I guess it's darker because of the haze. Maybe it's the light in here as well.
Yeah.
But it's not real hazy. Some of the hazy beers out there are like
Murky.
murky.
Yeah, like bog water.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, I don't mean, you know, not in a bog water is beautiful if you're from the bog is great, but they're so thick.
yeah.
and
So like
hazy.
what we want is to get the haze from the malts and from the hops.
That is really smooth. That's the first thing I've noticed. Very, very smooth. Very smooth.
Real soft, like it's real soft mouthfeel.
Soft, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
again, that's the water profile we use for these hazy beers. It gives a softness to the beer. All the wheat and oats give it body and softness.
The hops. So we've got Bruce hops, which
So Bruce is used in the Whirlpool, and then we've used Bruce and Nelson Sauvin, another New Zealand hop in dry hopping.
I've had a couple of beers lately with just Nelson Sauvin single hop beers. It really is lovely. I mean, I guess it depends what your tastes are or what you like, but I just absolutely love them. So I'm straight away I'm getting that hop in there, but you can also taste the Bruce hop. Is there a distinct difference between the two and what you're getting from it?
Yeah, so Bruce is actually a mix of Nelson, Motueka, Pacifica, and one other hop which I can't remember.
Are they're all Southern Hemisphere hops?
They're all New Zealand hops. Southern Cross is the last one.
Okay.
And so that's a blend of hops, and we did a trial brew of this, and we felt that it needed more of the Nelson. This brings along more of the kind of orange blossom and
That's exactly
tangerine kind of flavors.
That's exactly it. And I'm not just saying that. There's a fresh orange blossomy thing going on there. It's lovely. It's really, really gorgeous.
I had a can of this last night for my dinner, and I think it's
For your dinner or with your
for my dinner. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, we do recommend eating now and again.
Breakfast of
Drink.
champions for breakfast. And then-
Breakfast of champions and this for dinner. So you had some last night. And did you get that freshness too?
Yeah, like real tropical citrus feel. Maybe a slight hint of gooseberry again, but I would say more of the kind of citrus flavors.
That is
And,
top class.
real soft mouthfeel.
That is absolutely top class. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's one you can be proud of.
Yeah.
Well, of course you can be proud of all your beers. They're all good.
Awkward silence.
Listen, thank you for watching, guys. Bruce and Betty are on sale, rascalsbrewing.com, and in all good independent off licenses. And of course at the off license here in Rascals HQ in Chicor, if it's in your 5K. Get on down and get some pizza while you're at it. Thanks a million, Colin.
Alright guys, see you later.